talking to you lot.
Right, okay, that sets an interesting scene ahead of what's to come, I'm sure. You describe Sunday as your darkest day, and I just wonder whether the days following it, with all the external pressure that you faced personally, and also the stuff that you've had to try and sort out on the training ground internally, where it's actually been your toughest week to date in the United job.
It's been a difficult week, of course. It's we've had to deal with the result and performance against Liverpool, which we know that wasn't good enough, and that's something that footballers have to deal with. That's why we're in this game, and you've got to look forward to the next game. Make sure you're ready for that game, and when you get to that game, sort it out what has been challenging and the problems earlier on. And we've had a good week on the training field. I have to say that.
Julia?
Ole, you said after the game last week that your players need to sort their frame of minds out and make sure they go into the next game, obviously being against Tottenham, in the right frame of mind. Are you confident that your players are in the right frame of mind after the good week that you've had?
Well, we definitely, as I said, we need a reaction, and it's my job as well to put the players in the right frame of mind. That's I'm responsible for the reaction, for the result, for the performance, and we've worked on the pitch. We worked on everything that needs to be sorted for a footballer, and that's not just one bit. It's not just frame of mind. It's approach into the game, strategy of the game plan, tactics, technically. So we've had a good week, and I feel that the boys are ready to give their best, as they always do. Of course, the performance was nothing went to plan, and that was nowhere near our best.
Hi, Ole. It's part of club legend, isn't it, that Sir Alex Ferguson survived a similarly precarious position and then went on to win all the trophies that he did. I know he was at the training ground this week. Did you get the chance to speak to him? And do you believe that you can survive a similarly precarious position and go on to be successful here?
Yes, on both accounts, if that's short and sweet. Apart from that, yeah, joking apart, we had a commercial day, and Sir Alex came to do some commercial stuff, and I met him and spoke to him, yeah, just for a brief moment, because he was in there with Cristiano. And I've been through some very bad moments here as a player, and when I've been a coach and a manager as well, I've had to deal with setbacks. There's probably been 2 or 3 crisis at least since I became the manager here, and one thing I can say is that I'll always give it a good shot and fight back.
Andy Vinson?
Hi, Ole. What's the pressure like? What's this week been like for you? Does it compare to those really bad moments that you had when you were injured as a player, or is it you just try and keep normal, keep focused? There's obviously all the external pressure. Does it affect you? Does it affect your family?
I think it affects everyone around, of course. I spoke about it last week. I think Mikel Arteta said something about what we have to deal with as managers in high-profile situations, and that's what we've gotten used to. For me, as focused as ever. We've come in. I've had players coming up to me. So for example, I don't tend to read the social media, but when Paul came up to me angry, we expect to be criticised. Because hands up, the performance wasn't good enough. You expect to hear it from right, left, centre, but we don't expect, or we can't accept when lies are being made up. And Paul came to me and told me what he's put out on his social media account, and we're better than that as a group. The culture is better, the environment is better. We can't stand for, when it's blatant lies, they've got to stand up and say so. All the opinions and reports, fine, but don't make lies about players or me.
Carlson?
Yes, hello, Ole.
Hey.
Just want to follow up on that, because the rumour mill always seem to pick up pace whenever Man United are in difficult periods. And in this press this week, we've been able to read about a dressing room in disintegration almost, and we've also been able to read that you're clinging on to your job. How do you see all that's written in the press and also social media in the last week, and how much of it is actually true?
You know, I think I've just answered that. And, you know, the players come in, the proper professionals, good players, good people, they come in, do their best. We have, as I said, the environment in and around the place here, we have loads of respect for each other. Sometimes when you come in for criticism like we do, you get into the trenches with your teammates, and that's that reaction I've seen this week. And you know, this club with whatever we've been through before, it's always about getting through with courage, togetherness, teamwork, self-belief, and sticking together. And this group has done.
Michael Gray?
Sorry, can't hear you, Michael.
Yeah, you're on.
Sorry, got it.
There you go.
Hi, mate. Ollie, has there been a few home truths, not just from yourself, but from the players?
Yeah, you know, of course you have to hold our hands up, and that performance is not acceptable. And you got to look at why it wasn't acceptable and why it went as it did. I use the analogy that, you know, it felt like we were a boxer being punch drunk, gotten knocked down in the first 4 minutes or in the first round. You know, we had a chance, we conceded a goal, and we wanted to sort it out, and we went a bit too open and too frantic against a good team. You see Tyson Fury when he gets knocked down a couple of times. It's remarkable, and it's how calm and composed he is when he's on the floor, counts to 6, 7, 8, and he gets up and he's ready to go again. Maybe we got up too early and tried to sort it. So minds have to be better, but of course we've had to look at different things as well, and of course you have to be upfront and honest. The communication has to be direct.
Bill Medlicott?
Ollie, I was wondering if we could get a team news check for the Spurs game. Is Varane and Martial, are they fit to be involved? Is there any other change from the squad last week?
Of course, Paul is suspended, but apart from that, it's a fully fit squad, and which is a very strange position to be in, to have 25 outfield players and 5 keepers training, 30 men this week. So all fit.
There you go, that's the boss. You'll see the second part of that press conference tonight, 10:30 on MUTV. Right, Sammy, first of all, everyone fit. That never happens, apart from Paul.